Hi, this has been a long time coming. We get a lot of people asking why is Charlotte vegan, and we've also had a lot of comments about the page and why certain things get posted. So we felt that we needed to do this, and we've been saying we would do why she was vegan anyhow. So I'll leave it to her to explain how come she became the vegan couponer.
Okay, so this is a little bit difficult to say. 2015, me and my partner went down south to see his dad and his nana. And when we got back, his dad started posting all the photos of us. And at the same time, a photo of me came up from when I was at college. At the time, I was a size 16 to 18. When I was at college, I was a size 8 to 10. Big difference. I'd always put it on that it was an implant, but I'd continued gaining weight and it wasn't nice. And I was looking at myself and I thought, that's disgusting, I'm going to do something. So I decided I was going on a diet. Now, I ended up going on the SlimFast diet and it worked for me. I did get the weight off. I felt great for getting the weight off. It was a restrictive diet, so yeah. My mum had asked me to come off it for Christmas, which was very difficult. And I started going back on it in the January, and then my mum pulled me off it, saying, that's enough, you've lost enough weight.
She couldn't stop. You could see her shoulder blades were very pronounced. These were as well. She looked...
I was looking ill.
She looked horrific.
You got to think, I went from 13 stone to nearly, I think about 7-ish. So I wasn't well.
Bear in mind, she has such a high active job as well.
Yeah, I work as a community care worker and I am out from 7 o'clock in the morning to some days 11 o'clock at night. And I am on my bike, I am going shopping for people, I'm having to do moving and handling, I've got to do cleaning, I've got to do social calls, so I'm on my feet all day. So, and it was getting a nightmare going out to eat with the girls or anyone. I remember going out to eat for my 21st at one of my favourite restaurants and I looking like someone was trying to poison me because every mouthful I was putting in my mouth, I had my, as I call it, my little monster screaming at me saying, no, 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 no,
we
no.
were poisoned, it was horrid.
My friend, my very close friend, took me to the doctors. My doctor was as useful as a chocolate fireguard. She said, yes, you have an eating disorder, but you were still technically a healthy weight, so we can't do anything. Which, at that point, I responded at, well, if you don't do anything now, when you do something, it's going to be worse. And I am going to be ill. So they gave me a number for a therapist because she thought I was mad in the head probably. And the therapist couldn't see me for 3 months. So I was a bit like, great. What was I supposed to do? I was already getting underweight.
I was scared, really scared. I mean, I was in tears because I thought the way she was going, I was going to end up with a daughter that was dead. And I couldn't watch her kill herself.
Yeah. I had literally been told to move out of the house if this didn't change.
I had to get her to see what she was doing was wrong.
So, and even now today, I still struggle with looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, I look great. It's very rare I feel like that doing these videos some days with certain things, outfits that I've got on are horrific. I'll look at the videos and go, no, don't want to post that. But I have to. So that was my main thing. So I was looking online, I was trying to find something to help me. And again, I came across people like Brianna Jackfruitson, Mind Over Munch, Fab Lunch, all these different, a lot of them being mainly cooking channels, vegan cooking channels. And they looked amazing and the people looked amazing. And I was like, this might be what. And the fact that Brianna was someone in recovery from an eating disorder, I thought, you know what, this might be a better way for me to go, a better way. And I asked my mum and dad, and the answer was not pleasant.
We were scared because we already had one problem. So I
So
I had the idea. I said, right, you make your own breakfast,
and my lunch.
you make your own lunch, and I'll sort your tea. Then it got where a couple of days of the week I'd let her do her own tea, because all the time I was watching and seeing what she was eating and keeping an eye on her weight. Once it got to the stage I was happy, and it took
A while.
It took about a month, not any longer, and I just said, right, you can cook you can cook tonight's tea. You can cook tonight's tea. So it just went, she cooked all her tea.
So now I cook all my meals, I do all my own cooking, and Mum's still there. She still looks at them and goes, maybe something else, a little bit more of this, a little bit more, add this, and it does. And I feel I've always enjoyed cooking, and when I was suffering from the eating disorder at my lowest, the thought of cooking scared me, because I had a calculator on my phone, and every little calorie was getting added up, so I knew exactly what I was consuming. I was consuming about 1,200 calories a day. That was it. Now I eat abundantly. But my main thing I had to show with Mum was that the diet was sustainable, as in financially. Now,
financially, it was sustainable of your weight.
Yes.
And that was the thing I was more scared of.
And I had to show that as well, it was sustainable financially. Now, I'd already seen when my boyfriend had went gluten-free, the prices for his stuff had shot up. I remember going shopping with him, and he's picking stuff up, and I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. So when I started going vegan, I was finding all these dairy-free and all this stuff, and I had to find them on offer, otherwise I wasn't getting them. And I did. I used to find them on offer, and I said to Mum, even on our apps at the time, we were noticing these dairy and vegan friendly stuff coming up, and I joined a couple of vegan pages, but no one had.
You actually started uploading your food. Your friend suggested, because she got her cooking again between the two of us, and she started uploading your pictures to Instagram.
Yeah.
And from Instagram spawned the Vegan Couponer and the page, especially as she was looking around. She said, there's nothing like it. I said, well, we can do it.
There was no one. Yeah, you get the in-store deals, but there was no one showing coupons or cashback and showing you what you could actually save, or
yellow stickers.
Or yellow stickers, which is what I use mainly in my cooking. So that's why the Vegan Couponer. But I didn't want to be one of these vegans, and I know this is going to sound really bad, because I'm not anyway. You might be reading this top now. I don't know how it's going to read, but reversely, this is meat is murder. But when normal people look at it, it says Team 21 Red Rum. I'm not a very in-your-face vegan. So what I didn't want the page to be was, oh no, you can't join us unless you're vegan, and da-da-da, I'm not helping you if you're not vegan. I wanted it to be open, because I knew dairy-free was expensive. I knew gluten-free was already expensive.
So the fact I'd come from a place where I'd had to struggle. When she was little, we had £20 a week for food and nappies for the three of us.
And Mum would used to make that last. The only time I used to get yogurts or anything like that as a kid was when I went to Grand's.
What was your treat?
A banana. But I had to go in, I had to find the smallest banana.
You know, when the loose ones at the front of the shop?
I had to find the smallest banana, get that weighed.
Run in the shop, come back out, I'd give her the pennies, and it would be maybe 8p or whatever, and she'd come back in.
That was my treat, where some kids got through. I got a banana. So I knew, and I thought, well, if there's anyone who wants to eat a healthier lifestyle, or they want to go vegan, they might be going, oh, I can't because my costs, I've only got this much a week to spend. So that's what I wanted to do. So the page is friendly. And I think this is a better way to get people knowing about veganism, rather than ramming it down your throat going, vegan, 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 you must be vegan. I'm going, well, here's this gluten-free offer, but this is a really good vegan offer.
And this is a veggie one. I mean, even you noticed, since you've become vegan and with the running the page, how often, a couple of days a week, I probably eat veggie now.
Oh, yeah. Mum started eating veggie now, and again my brother does, sneakily. We don't tell him. We don't tell him. But Mum eats veggie, and she knows if anything happens to Dad, I'd invite her around and she'd be eating vegan. But she doesn't mind, because I can cook well.
it's one of them things. I live in a house where
It's
the
for
men
men.
like meat, so it's easier for me to cook one meal for everybody. But it is very much a case of I'm aware that there's homeless people out there. When we go to our local town, I often take some of the little bits and I'll give them to them, things that I know, like the breakfast drinks or the pouches, and other things that, like baby food jars, they go at the side and they go to the local food bank.
Yes. So when we're posting this is free, take it to your local food bank, I'm not posting it as a vegan thinking, I'm posting it is because it's free. So the dairy industry and all this isn't going to get anything from it. I'm posting it because it's no good to me, but I'm sorry, it's a free product. If you give that to somebody else in need, they're going to be grateful. Just think of all the tragedies we've had of late, especially in England. You only have to think of one at the moment, and you would know that these people need this type of stuff. There might have been a mother in there with a newborn baby, and she might need the stuff that we are telling you to go buy because it's free and get donate. So please don't get angry with us when we post stuff and we're saying, listen, it's not vegan, but it's free, so go here. And don't get angry when we post stuff that isn't vegan, but it's a good deal for our gluten-freers. Because we do have a lot of gluten-freers.
And when I post coupons that make profit.
Yeah, she does that regularly. Don't blame me, she does it.
It's, to be honest, I'll hold my hands up. Usually she does all the vegan-y bits. And I end up saying, is this vegan? Is this vegan? Or it's a case of if I know it's a good deal, I knew it was one with a tin of tuna and it made profit off your shopping. So to me, drop it in the food bank on your way out to the store, and hey, you've got extra off your shopping.
I got some for my boyfriend because he loves tuna, so I can't really ban him from the meat. But now you know our story and you know why the page is run, because I have been getting questions and people asking, and this clears up for everyone. So next time you see something that's non-vegan, just say, it's not for you, but the way I run the page, I think it brings more people to wanting to try veganism rather than
chasing them away.
Yeah, chasing them away. Because I have to admit, if I'd started with some of the documentaries that I've recently watched, I think I'd more likely have been scared.
Bear in mind, Charlotte was brought up knowing where her meat came from.
Yeah. I remember going to a farm and seeing the farmer skin a dead lamb, soak the skin lamb. So,
and she actually came and showed us.
Yeah. So I know that sounds grotesque to some people, but I remember that. But for me, what hit me was the health side, and now it's more the ethical side.
I mean, you actually even helped out in the milking parlour as well.
Oh, yeah. So I was only little.
But it was, we, as parents, we thought, if you're going to eat this,
you best to know where it's coming from.
I want you to know where it comes from. I knew where my meat came from. I wanted my children to.
For me, I went vegan more for health and now ethical. Now, if I wasn't an ethical vegan and I was only there for health, I wouldn't have travelled to Newcastle a few weeks ago. I wouldn't have travelled to Newcastle a few weeks ago to get a vegan Dr. Martin boots for work. I wouldn't buy the vegan shampoo and stuff. Oh, you grumpy ass.
Oh no, the full of games.
Okay.
So that literally explains she is vegan. She does follow, even down to shoes and stuff like that. Anything she replaces now.
But anything that's non-vegan, blame her. So, bye.
And if you really want, I can go away.
But I don't want to lose them and maybe